classes, or did you study painting anywhere or on figures, or did you just teach yourself?
Well, taught myself. I mean, I trial and error. That's my primary method. But although my wife is an artist, so she helped me kind of get going on it. I mean, she's uh, she would critique because I have a little bit of red-green color blindness. I mean, I see color, but but sometimes subtle shades I need a little help on. So I'm always showing her stuff and saying, is this right? But I've kind of recently kind of had a breakthrough on doing shading and wrinkle lines and things like that. I've come upon a method, um, that I just from watching other guys how they do it. When I went to the convention, that was a huge help to me. I went to the convention, my first one last year. In fact, I remember seeing you there. I don't think we ever got a chance to really meet,
I don't think so. Yeah.
but I remember seeing you there. I'm too shy to go up to talk to many people, but I was actually that was the first time I'd ever seen any other professional dummies other than the ones I made.
Wow.
I'd never the only other ones I'd ever seen in my life was the Jerry Mahoney that I had as a kid. So although I did see a bunch of them once when I went to this audition for soap, which of course I didn't get, but um, but to really look at them from an analytical point of view, um, I'd never seen really one. That was the first time at that convention, and I was really able to look carefully at how people did their paint, and then I remember watching a Jeff Dunham video on him building one of his characters, and he talked about dry brushing and how he did that, and so it's kind of like that kind of is how I've learned how to do it, and um, but I mean, there's no school you can go to. I mean, you pretty much, I mean, unless you live down the street from somebody who builds them, you're pretty much on your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although, one interesting thing is, when I was a kid, I lived on a street in Bakersfield, California, where I grew up, and there were three ventriloquists on our street.
Really?
Isn't that amazing?
That is. I didn't know ventriloquists would live that close to each other.
I know that's surprising too. But there was a guy that was a policeman who did ventriloquism for the schools, and then a kid down the street named Jack Sharp, who was a ventriloquist, and I was a ventriloquist.